Hello, welcome to the full day of trading series 2, currently in the office. As we can see, currently in the trade. I've only just been taken into it about 25 minutes ago via limit entry. It's a dollar Swiss long. Usually prefer playing dollar Swiss shorts, but can't deny this was pro trend exactly to the plan. I'll keep you updated. It's a live entry. I've just got involved, what's that, about 15 minutes ago? 25 minutes ago, something like that. Bit of drawdown, price has reacted, just going to see what happens next. Really just paying attention to see how price reacts to this area. In the case that, do we push in, react, and move through it? Or do we actually push into this area, showcase a bit of intent, and start breaking lower, in which case I can reduce and remove risk. So that's the plan of action. Right, myself and Matt have just finished breakfast, which was, how was it, sir?
Beautiful.
Beautiful. Gonna go, well, we filmed the market breakdown too, so that's done for Envision. Gonna go and grab some food now, have a little wander out, bit of a break, and then come back for the markets, see what's updated, and then we go from there. That's the plan.
Beautiful. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, if you can position yourself correctly in the markets to make it easier for you to win, that's the best advice I'll give you, because I think as traders we get into this egotistical mindset where you want to catch the tops, the bottoms. I've been there, we've been there. You want to position yourself so it's easier for you to win. If you're trading with the trend, with the order flow, with the higher time frames, you're not always going to be right, but you are on the right side of the market, and that makes a huge difference. You can even see it in the intention of the way price is delivered. You tend to get a lot more aggressive intent versus trading counter trend. So give it a go.
Right, it is 4:45 British Standard Time. Volatility dying down a little bit, but that can be expected with it being London close. This is where we focus. Just going to monitor price, stay at the office for a little bit before I go back, and go from there. I think a lot of people like to just set and forget trades. I see the suitability of that, but for me, I've just always, at least over the past 3 years anyway, as soon as I'm in a trade, I watch price, see how price reacts from the entry point, because that then determines how I manage the trade. So I kind of need to be very dialed in as soon as my limit order is tapped, or I manually enter the trade. So yeah, it's not run too much, but we're just monitoring price right now. Listening to music, no words in the music, just kind of like chill. But yeah, my music taste, I mean, I should be born 60 years prior. I'm listening to this, right? So this is what's called a 1940s summer evening sitting on the porch. If you haven't watched it, go give it a watch, it's a vibe. But just gonna be listening to that, chilling for a little bit, and then we'll go from there really. Hit the gym later. But yeah, this is what trading actually looks like, to be honest. You know, like I'm in a live trade now, nothing fancy, just waiting to manage risk properly. I have done that. Now it's just about letting the trade play out and seeing what happens. If it's a break even, so be it. If it's a win, perfect, beautiful. And we rinse and repeat. Right, so dollar Swiss is developing nicely. Just seen a little pop in price, likely to take that swing high now. Stops at break even. Just going to see where price can run from here. Potentially be holding overnight, but we'll see. We'll see how things develop over the next few hours. I've got my targets in mind, so I know exactly where I'm going to be looking to TP at. But for now, let's just see if the intention continues when we break this high. Good morning. So it's currently 8:14 on the 29th of May. So coming on to the end of the May now, I'm still in this trade from yesterday, which I documented. So anticipating that this could be the potential low of the week. If it's not, so be it. But playing that narrative, obviously held the trade, held it through market close, which is something I don't normally do. But because I'm already in profit for the month, I'm happy to be a little bit on the offense side and be a bit more aggressive with the trade for the potential of profit for where this could go. So held through market close last night. Swap hours got positive spread on it, which is perfect. Asia highs and Asia lows have not been taken yet, so I'm just monitoring which side is taken first because that will give me a clear direction. First real target would obviously be previous daily high from yesterday, and then we can go from there. But overall, if this pulls back as well, I've also got profit locked in below this low. So worst case scenario, it's a win-win. I'm paying myself, but I'm also allowing the trade to run as well. So I will keep you updated, but that is the position so far and how it's developed.
How's Envision going?
It's good. You know what? It's good to see people actually like smashing it. Like this guy called the base. He's just secured max allocation funding with Alpha Capital Group. So it's cool to see him do that. Then he's got additional funding elsewhere. And then applying things like a drawdown recovery strategy, which I've been talking about for years on YouTube as well. Just little things like that. It's good to see people progress. Like everyone's got their own different timelines. So for someone, results will come quite quick. For someone else, results will come later down the line. But it's super cool to see people progress in different ways. And for me and the team, it's pretty satisfying to see people actually progress in the right way. So members are killing it. It's good to see. Right, I'm just going to let you know how I'm managing this currently, my current thought process. So overall, we've taken the previous daily high, right? We have tapped into this 1 hour OB. We are starting to present a little bit of bearish intent coming into New York Open, which happens very soon. So I'm kind of monitoring this, going to see how this develops, but I've got my stop trailed here. So regardless of what happens, obviously coming out with a win, which is good, but also keen to lock in as much profit as I can. So it's a balance between letting this breathe and locking in profit. For now, I'm just letting this breathe. Just going to see coming into New York whether we get something like this, where we get a breakdown of structure, corrective pullback, and then we start that move lower, or instead, do we just continue to push higher and present that New York continuation? So that is the current thought process. We'll see how this plays out, and yeah, we'll go from there.
It's a gym. It's like a restaurant as well. Italian restaurant. Listen!
Oh, he's fucking gone in. Now, what happened is we took London highs, we took Asia highs, we took the previous daily high, and this is where it got interesting because at this point in time, I was trailing my stop as price was moving, and it was here. I was contemplating taking profit at the previous daily high, but I also understood that we are getting closer now to this area, and I'd already trailed my stop, so it's a win-win. But as we start to present that intention to the downside coming into New York, this is when I trailed my stop below here, and then I ended up manually closing. I think it was around about here, as we start to see that intent, because I'm like, right, this is clearly a New York reversal developing. There's every chance that this breaks down, pulls back, breaks lower, takes out this low, completely changes the overall structure. I don't want to be involved in that. I want to pay myself, get in, get out. The game's changed. I did want to take the time to say thank you, number one, for 100k subscribers. It's not just myself, it's every single person who has subscribed over the years, whether it's from the start of the journey or throughout the entire journey. I appreciate you, because this whole journey has been absolutely mad, to be honest. And I was sat there the other night just going back through old photos of when I had like 500 subscribers and when I was just starting out, and it really hit me how far things have progressed since then. So very, very grateful. Thank you to everyone who has watched over the years, supported me in my journey, and hopefully in some way so far it's inspired you to actually take action on your goals. And this is just the beginning. Got a lot coming forward. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the full day of trading. New season, very excited. And let me know what you think of the dynamic of someone else filming me. Personally, I think it's better. I feel like you can get more raw clips and I much prefer it. But let me know if you like the dynamic better and we'll go from there. But overall, hope you enjoyed this episode. I tried to give you like a full real day of exactly what I get up to. Every day is completely different, I'll be honest. Some days on the markets are quite busy. Some days I don't take a single trade. So it depends how the markets are operating. It depends what I have to do that day that determines my day itself. But that was a trading specific kind of day, but then focusing also on other things as well. So overall, if you enjoyed it, give it a like, you know the drill, and I'll see you all in episode 2 shortly. Ciao for now.